Hello everyone, this is xBIGALSKIx.
And this is JTB.
And this is Ninja Gaiden Black Farming Mission Mode. We are on Nightmarish Phantasms Phase 4 with my good buddy JTB. And maybe as you can tell, I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to get through this because we are troopers. JTB had a sick day, I had a sick day.
It's all this karma running. It's giving you the flu.
Oh yeah, that's
you see, this is what happens, people. You don't understand.
So on this right here, the best thing to do if you're going for a really high score is to kill the blue bat or cats, and then use the essence from the blue cat to UT the black cats, and then collect the essence with benediction. I think I leave the benediction on whenever the cats are out. I might switch over to the moon after I've absorbed all their essence. That right there is one of those input things where I had already inputted it to go one direction because I was trying to go the other way. That is such a bad habit. Learning how to leave your stick to neutral is such a big deal. I'm good at it sometimes, but sometimes I'm not. But kind of keep that idea of going back to neutral. I know JTB says that he doesn't.
Yeah, for me it's just been one of those things where I guess it's an old habit from playing. I played a lot of fighting games growing up, so I do it on the D-pad instinctively whenever I play a fighting game now. Is whenever you do an input, like never sort of rest your thumb on an input. Always let go, completely. And it is a really important thing to do in NG, otherwise you will get those inputs. So with regards to UTs, I think we went over this in the Sigma example as well, but that's what happened right there is ideally what you want him to do. You want him to do that, like lunge move with his arms, so you don't hit him in the face with the final hit of the UTs. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but
look at
over
that.
the course of...
That last hit in the face is the one that's going to do the most damage. And learning how to kind of separate him to where he does the two steps, learning how to release, because if I release early, I'm going to hit him with a lot of hits. So, again, learning the timing on that is critical, because if you wait too long, he could whiff. If he tries to like spit his ice out towards you, and you're really close, you definitely want to release that before it happens, because all of the UT will hit him in the face, and then you've done a chunk of damage that you don't want to do.
Yeah, and again, if you're going to go for max, you are going to want to take note of that, because, for example, if you get, say, 10 UTs on Yotunfrau, and 5 of those, the final hit connects, in that same amount of health, you probably could have gotten 15 to 17 UTs. So it's no joke, how much health that actually does over the course of the entire mission.
See, unfortunately, in that wave, I killed both black cats, so I really lose out on essence. You want to try to collect the or kill the black cats with UTs. And I could have started over, but I'm just trying to make a certain average to get my 50. If I had a goal of 55 or something like that, I would definitely have to restart and make sure you get all the black cat essence.
Yeah, that'd be pretty much mandatory on this, because it's the one thing. Look at that. The one thing in this mission that you have really very little control over is sort of how much damage you're doing to Yotunfrau on these UTs. You can control it to a certain extent, but if he never does this, for example, when he gets near you, if he just does his grab, or if he does his ice breath, or if he does his pillars, there's basically 4 to 5 attacks that he can do in total, and you need him to do one of those to get the optimal health taken off him for your UT. And the odds of him doing something, of a potential 1 in 5 times every single time is quite low. That's why you really want to try and get that UT'd essence out of those black cat fiends, because that is much more in your control.
Now here, learning the spacing, how far away he is to where he does the 2 steps and it's not going to hit you. If you're a little bit closer, that right hand can hit you. And that's just something you have to learn about. But you want to be able to see, I jumped the wrong way there, and now I'm messing around with the time. If I had the distance correct, I save a few seconds. Now later on in the video, this is the perfect one right here.
Yeah, if he does that, it's great.
Yeah, just the one hit and you're fine. Now, but also while you're doing this, don't get too close to him to where, let's say you do the on landing Y right here and then a Zuner drop, because you can get some splash damage and that does a ton of damage on him as well. Usually whenever I'm trying this, or I was trying this, it's like, let me just, if I kill 2 cats, I'm fine. That's kind of how I thought to chain it, because, if you sit there and try to focus on one, I had a lot of times that they gave out yellow essence, and then, if you have yellow essence out and 3 cats, and then you try to get another one, you're wasting time. I just ended up starting over whenever that stuff happened.
Yeah.
So here, I think I'm just trying to get on there and charge. But see, I waited and got too close.
Yeah, that was unlucky.
So I think right now, instead of trying to do the hold Y slash to kill, God dang it, that damn cat.
So one thing you can do for the cat fiends, if you don't want to get ETs on them, as you run the risk of getting flying swallowed, if you just want to kill them, there's 2 ways you can do it very consistently. You can either just stuff the startup on their attack with the XY string on the Dragon Sword, which is really, really simple once you actually just memorize the timing. The Cat Fiend's attacks have a very long amount of startup on them, so you can just do XY right through it. It is a bit tricky. The easier way is to, if you equip the Luna and do the Lunas toward XXX string, where Ryu just kind of, like windmills the Luna over and over again, all the Cat Fiends will just jump into it like idiots. So then you can just Fiend Sealer one of them or Fiend Sealer 2 of them, and then you'll get your essence for your UT. If you're low on health, you can just Fiend Sealer all 4 of them if you get a good enough angle, and then all being well, they'll give you a couple of health orbs.
So whenever the cats come out and I go to UT them, you can either use the Lunar or the Flails. I found that sometimes all of them will jump over the Lunar UT, which was really frustrating. Or I've had not paying attention to Smoggin and do the Flails, then all of a sudden, I've done a quarter health of damage because the last 2 hits of the Flails hits. Did I say Smoggin? I'm still having bad dreams about him. Yotunfrau. You don't want the level 3 Lunar UT to hit him or the level 2 Flails to hit him, because that'll do a ton of damage. So really watch where the cats are. I'm almost a little far away there, learning how to not be so far. I think that kind of triggers somewhat triggers what he's doing.
Yeah, that's correct. If you're really far away like that, sometimes he'll just go to ice pillars over and over again, and you will actually have to go towards him to sort of like reboot him essentially into doing different moves.
So if you can manipulate him to flip from side to side and maybe not flip over, because if you go to charge and his back is faced to you, this is where it kind of I get messed up right here. My no jumping ability, and also you can't really rotate the camera in this either. But again, if he's behind you and he flips over, that distance is pretty far, and so you really got to time that if you want to try to get some kind of hit on him. Or I prefer not to do that at all. I think Godfather is able to manipulate that distance good to where he flips over, but that's more advanced than what I am. Here comes a bad move coming up right here. I took my eye off for a second to look at him, and that was so bad. And it's funny how I keep killing the damn black cat. I couldn't.
Yeah, I just thought that's 4 times in a row. That is really unlucky that you've had the black cat fiend jump into that.
So, again, kind of understand where he is, and then see how they all, kind of jumped away from that. So, that's.
Do you have smoke bombs in this mission? I can't remember.
I do not think so. If we did, I'm really stupid. See, that's that flip over move that you got to be careful.
I can't remember if you do or not. I mean, in this same thing is, though, I suppose, in this
look
environment,
at the damage of the splash damage too. I just lost out on at least 2 or 3 UTs right there.
Yeah, with this environment and the cat fiends the way they are, smoke bombs would be good, but they wouldn't be sort of as kind of governing as they are in like more linear environments, because they would be jumping around a lot. They'd be jumping all over the place. So the odds of like dropping one smoke bomb and having it stun all 4 is actually pretty slim here. Anyway,
I just don't think that smoke bombs are in this mission. They go by, the projectile screen goes by so fast, but yeah. Surely if they had smoke bombs, we would have seen it in Kel's video or Godfather Dictator's video or something like that. So
that just makes it even more funny if they are in the mission. It's like, oh wow, like, no one realized.
I had to click off my mic there. I'm dying here with this cough. So I think the rest of this is just farming. I've done some splash damage. I've done some last hit ETs on the boss, which really had cost me some points. So I think that's something that people just need to learn to kind of be smarter about. See, I knew where I was and I was going to try to charge. That wasn't any good, so I kind of had a little sixth sense that he was going to do that. But of course he does it again. Because the last thing you want to do is ET him. The only thing you want to do
you don't want to ET him. And also, you need to be careful on your charge time, because those pillars really do hit hard. So on the health you're at now, I think one hit from a pillar will actually kill you.
Well, it's a good thing I'm awesome. I think and it's just that last hit. Boy, the best thing to do is to sit there and hit him once and him do the ice, start pounding the ground. But being able to go back and forth like this to get him to charge, again, the flip, he does the flip left to right. If you're a good distance, then you can charge up. If he completely flips around, you're really going to have a good understanding of how far that reaches. Now here, sometimes if I was a little bit closer, if that starts pushing you to the left, like it did on that screen, it can hit you. So my distance wasn't that good, but just with timing and some practice, and understanding his movements, you'll be able to judge that distance and get more UTs. Since I decided I wasn't happy with that, but I did score about 47,000 points more than my average, or 46,732. So I decided to keep it, but I wasn't happy with it. And I think what I'm going to do is go back before maybe Phase 5 of Eternal Legend and replay some of these missions so I can get my final I'm done with NGB mission mode once and for all on Phase 5, because I don't want to finish these videos and then go back and score another 1,000,000 points or something like that and that not be on the video.
Yeah, it's funny. I had the exact same idea when I got towards the end of Sigma, towards the end of like 50 million on Sigma, and then I looked at Phase 5 on Eternal Legend, and I thought, nope, I'm just going to finish it. Yeah. That's going to give me my 50 million. Like, I'm done.
Well, like I said, you're going for that goal, and I'm going for mine. I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Right now, I think my average from my scores is like 50.6 million, 50.7 million. So right now, I'm running close to 51. And so like I said, I might do a lot, do higher stuff later on. And just because I score, high on my non versus my non-farmed, I might get 400,000 points, but that average, might be like a Marbus marathon.
Yeah.
That might be... well, you know what? I'm going to save that comment. Y'all hold on, because you'll see it in the next video. We'll just do that. We'll save that for the end of the next video, and y'all will see what I'm talking about. So thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for putting up with my voice. I'm almost as low as JTB. But y'all take care, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you, everyone.